Imagine waking
let's
up
make this
tomorrow
super
and realizing
practical.
you made money
If
while
you've
you
been
were still
watching so
asleep.
far and wondering,
no clocking in,
okay,
no endless
but
grind,
how do I
just
actually
a system
start?
quietly working for you.
Here's a mini playbook you
Sounds
can apply
impossible?
immediately.
It isn't
Step
anymore.
1. Brainstorm
Thanks
at
to
least
AI,
20
everyday
third-layer
people
pain
now
point
have the same
ideas for a
leverage
very
once
specific
reserved for
group of
billion-dollar
people. The
companies.
more focused,
In
the
today's
better.
video,
For example,
I'm going to show you
instead
how to
of
tap into
fitness,
that power.
think busy
even if
moms
you're just
who
starting
want
out,
15-minute
even
home
if you
workouts.
failed before.
Instead of finance,
So grab a seat,
think millennials
open your
drowning
mind,
in student debt.
and let's dive into the
The more
laziest
specific, the easier
and
it is to
smartest
stand out.
way to build
Step
income
2.
online.
Use
Alright,
AI to
let me
create
share
a
something real with you.
50-page ebook outline.
People often confuse
You don't need to
being
spend
lazy
months
with
right being unmotivated.
AI can give you
but
the
I see it
structure in
completely
minutes.
differently. Step 3.
To me,
Boost the
lazy
value
has
by
always
adding
meant
extras
smart.
like templates,
It means
planners,
looking
or
for
checklists.
leverage,
Finding
the
small
efficiency,
add-ons make your
and
product
refusing
feel
to waste
premium.
energy where it doesn't matter.
Step 4.
Think about it.
Build a simple landing
If two
page.
people want the same
Test
result,
your price between
and one
$9
spends
and
10
$19.
hours grinding while the
Keep
other
it
finds a way to
straightforward.
get it done in
You
2.
don't need a fancy
Who's
website.
actually smarter?
Step 5.
One of my midlife clients
Reach
once
out to
told
20,
me,
50 micro
I don't have the luxury
influencers
of
who already
hustling
have the
nonstop
audience you
anymore.
want.
I need results,
Offer them a
not
revenue
exhaustion.
share or affiliate
And
deal
that hit
so
me.
they only get paid.
You don't win in
sales
life
time.
by doing more busy work.
Finally,
You win
once
by
you've made
finding
your
the
first
edge
1
that
to 3
saves you
sales,
time,
you've got
energy,
proof of concept.
and money.
That's
the green
what
light
this
to
journey
improve
with
your
AI is
content.
really about.
Turn it into a
not
mini course.
idleness, raise your
but
creating
price.
freedom and start scaling.
So, remember,
ask yourself,
you don't need perfection to begin.
where in your life
you just
did you
need
start
momentum.
working smarter?
This
instead of
process is
harder?
designed to get you moving.
You know,
quickly,
one of the
with
biggest
low
reasons
risk and
people
high
give up
upside.
on making
And
money
once you've
online
proven it works
isn't
once,
because they're not
you can
smart
rinse
enough
and
or
repeat.
driven enough. That's how small steps
Because they
turn into
chose the wrong
life-changing
model at the
income.
wrong time.
So here's the
I
truth.
call it the model mismatch.
Building income online with AI.
Imagine
isn't
trying to
about
run a
luck
marathon when
or
you've
grinding
never
yourself
even
into the
jogged a
ground.
mile.
It's
Of
about
course you
choosing
burn out.
smarter paths.
It's the
lowering
same with
risk
business.
and creating systems that
Dropshipping,
keep
Amazon
working
FBA,
even when you're
even
not.
building apps.
Whether you're in
These
your
can all
20s
work,
dreaming of
but
freedom,
most require
or in your
upfront
50s looking
capital.
for stability.
I've seen young
This is your
creators and
moment.
even middle-aged
The tools are
professionals
here.
jump into
The
these
opportunities
models
are wide
only to
open.
get crushed by
And
the
the only
barriers.
real question
And it's
left
not their
is,
fault.
will you
They
take
were
the
simply
first step?
following advice meant
I'd
for
love to
someone
hear
in a
your
different
thoughts.
stage of the journey.
Which of these ideas resonated
The truth
with you
is,
most?
success
Drop
comes
a
from
comment
finding a
below.
business
Let's
model
start
that
a
fits where you
conversation.
are right now.
And if this video gave you
that
value,
alignment changes
don't forget to
everything.
hit that like button.
Let me paint
Leave
you
a
a
comment
picture
and subscribe to
Imagine
the
you
channel.
own a small bakery.
Your support helps me keep
To
sharing
serve more
strategies
customers
that can truly
you'd need
change
buy
lives,
more ovens,
including
hire
yours.
more staff, and spend more hours working. Your income grows, but so does your effort, and eventually you hit a wall. Imagine a different bakery, one with a secret recipe that magically duplicates the dough on its own. With the same ingredients and the same effort, it can serve 100 or even 1,000 customers. That's scalability. In the world of online business, this is what separates hustling endlessly from building real freedom. A scalable model allows your income to grow without your workload multiplying alongside it. I've watched midlife clients who once felt trapped by time suddenly breathe again, once they discovered scalable income streams. And I want you to ask yourself, are you building something that grows with you, or something that chains you to more hours? But far A, with digital products powered by AI, you can create something valuable with almost no upfront cost. I've seen people build their first product on nothing more than a laptop and an internet connection. Low risk means you can keep playing the game, even if your first attempt isn't a home run. That's how you build confidence without gambling your future. Here's the thing. If you're going to put your time and energy into building something, make sure it has the potential to truly change your life. High reward doesn't mean chasing a lottery ticket. It means choosing a model where every bit of effort compounds over time. I've seen people spend years in businesses that could never pay them more than a modest side income, no matter how hard they worked. That's a trap. Instead, focus on opportunities with unlimited upside, like digital products. Once created, they can be sold again and again without extra work. I had a client who launched a simple course for $47. A year later, it's brought in 6 figures because the same product kept selling. That's the power of compounding. When you pick a model with high reward, even small wins today can snowball into real financial independence tomorrow. So ask yourself, is what you're building scalable enough to grow while you sleep? I want you to imagine this. Starting a business used to mean months of planning, huge budgets, and endless trial and error. But with Digital Products 2.0, powered by AI, that world has completely changed. What once took me and my team weeks, writing, designing, editing, can now be done in hours, sometimes minutes. And here's the best part. The cost of testing new ideas has dropped to almost zero. It's like having unlimited spins on a wheel where every attempt is free. If a product doesn't sell, you simply try again without losing anything. But when you land on that winning idea, even just once, it can pay you over and over again. I've watched beginners create an ebook in a weekend and see their first sales within days. That kind of speed and freedom didn't exist before. This is the real revolution. AI removes the barriers and lets anyone play the game. Think about how overwhelming it feels to research a new topic. You open 10 tabs, skim dozens of articles, maybe even try to read a few books, and still walk away unsure. That's exactly where AI becomes your secret weapon. AI isn't just a tool. It's like having a personal research team working 24/7. It can scan thousands of studies, blogs, and reports in minutes, then distill everything into clear, usable insights. One of my clients wanted to create a guide on investing for beginners. Instead of spending months studying markets, he used AI to pull together the principles of Warren Buffett, insights from top financial journals, and real-world case studies, all in one weekend. The result? A product so thorough that even professionals were impressed. You don't have to be the expert anymore. With AI as your knowledge engine, the expertise is already at your fingertips, and you can focus on sharing it with the world. Here's a truth most people overlook. Your audience doesn't buy a product because they're curious about you. They buy it because it solves their problem. Think about it. When you download a map, you don't care who drew it. You just care if it gets you to your destination. The same principle applies to digital products. Some of the most successful online courses and ebooks out there are completely faceless, created by people who never showed up on camera or even used their real voice. And guess what? Customers didn't mind one bit, because the value was in the solution, not the personality behind it. I once worked with a client who launched a faceless fitness planner, and within months it was outselling well-known influencers. Why? Because it addressed a specific need better than anyone else. So don't get stuck thinking you need fame or credentials. In today's world, the solution is the star, not the creator. One mistake I see all the time is people relying on just one generic AI tool and expecting it to do everything. The truth is, just like in real life, you need the right tool for the right job. Imagine trying to slice sashimi with a butter knife. Technically possible, but frustrating and messy. Now swap that for a sharp chef's knife, and the result is effortless. That's exactly how specialized AI tools work. For example, 11 Labs can generate stunningly realistic voices, perfect for audiobooks or faceless videos. Ideogram creates visuals that grab attention instantly. And platforms like Synthesize AI can build entire ebooks or courses in hours instead of weeks. When you stack these specialized tools together, you create products that look and sound professional without the heavy lifting. The edge doesn't come from working harder. It comes from knowing which tools to master. That's how you build faster, smarter, and better than the competition. Let me share a powerful secret with you. You don't need a massive marketing budget to get your product in front of the right people. This is where influencer arbitrage comes in. Instead of spending thousands on ads that may or may not work, you can partner with micro-influencers, creators with small but highly engaged audiences. These influencers often struggle to monetize, yet their followers trust them deeply. One of my clients partnered with a fitness coach who had just 40,000 Instagram followers. They struck a simple deal: promote the digital product and get paid only for actual sales. Within weeks, the coach made money, my client made money, and the audience got real value. That's the beauty of this model. It's low risk, high reward, and everybody wins. Imagine leveraging dozens of these micro-partnerships at once. Suddenly, your distribution is handled for you, and you only pay when the cash is already in the door. Here's where most beginners go wrong. They try to compete in markets that are way too broad. Fitness, productivity, personal finance. Those spaces are oceans filled with sharks. Instead, the real opportunity lies in what I call third-layer niches. Go deeper. Don't just talk about productivity. Create a guide for reducing screen time as a self-employed professional. Don't just target fitness. Design a program for marathon runners over 50 dealing with knee pain. See the difference? The narrower you go, the less competition you face, and the more desperate your audience is for a solution that feels made just for them. One of my clients built a simple digital course helping young soccer players get signed to pro academies. It didn't appeal to everyone, but to the right audience, it was priceless. That's the magic of third-layer niches. You stop being just another option, and you become the only option. When people ask me, where do I even start? I always point them to the simplest path. Begin with an ebook. Why? Because ebooks are quick to create, easy to price affordably, and perfect for testing whether your idea has real demand. Think of it as dipping your toe in the water without diving headfirst. Once you've made your first 1 to 3 sales, you've got something priceless, proof of concept. From there, the next step is natural. Expand that ebook into a video course, a planner, or even bundle multiple resources together. I once worked with a client who started with a $12 ebook on meal prep for busy parents. Within months, it evolved into a full online course and membership that generated recurring revenue. The lesson is simple. Start small, validate fast, then scale big. Every empire begins with a single brick. Your ebook is that first brick. One of the biggest traps I see people fall into is chasing the illusion of get rich quick. They expect overnight success, and when it doesn't happen, they quit. The truth is, wealth doesn't appear like magic, but with the right model, you can get rich quicker and easier than the old paths. I've worked with nurses, teachers, even construction workers who told me, if hard work alone made people rich, I'd be a millionaire by now. And they're right. Hard work is important, but without leverage, it just keeps you stuck. With AI and digital products, you finally have tools that speed up the process and lower the barriers. But don't mistake quicker for instant. Think in weeks or months, not years, but also not days. If you're patient enough to play the game and realistic enough to stay consistent, you'll find yourself ahead of 99% of people still chasing shortcuts. I want you to picture this like a game. Imagine a wheel with red and green slices. Every time you spin, if it lands on red, nothing happens. You lose nothing. But when it lands on green, you win big. Now here's the secret. With digital products, you get unlimited spins. You can try 10 times, 20 times, even 100 times, and the only way you truly lose is if you stop spinning altogether. I've seen clients launch 5 products that went nowhere, only to have the 6th explode and change their entire financial life. The beauty is that every failure is just feedback, a free lesson pointing you closer to what works. Traditional businesses don't give you that luxury. They drain your wallet with every mistake. But here, the cost of trying again is close to zero. So if you're serious about building freedom, remember, persistence beats perfection. Keep spinning until you hit green. If there's one shift that can completely change your financial future, it's moving from one-time sales to recurring revenue. Think about it. Would you rather chase new customers every single month, or wake up knowing you already have income locked in? That's the power of memberships, subscriptions, and communities. I've worked with countless midlife clients who told me, I don't need flashy wins, I need stability. And that's exactly what recurring models deliver. Imagine selling an ebook once, then turning it into a monthly membership where people get new resources, coaching calls, or even a private community. Suddenly, your income isn't a guessing game anymore. It's predictable, steady, and growing. One client of mine started with a $19 meal planning subscription. A year later, she had hundreds of members, and the consistency gave her peace of mind she'd never had before. Stability isn't boring, it's freedom. I like to think of digital products the same way investors think of their portfolios. You'd never put every dollar into a single stock, right? The same goes for building income streams online. One product might do amazingly well for a season, but trends shift, markets cool, and sales can dip. That's why diversification matters. Spread your efforts across different niches: finance, wellness, hobbies, even professional skills. I had a client who started with a budgeting guide, then added a meditation journal and later a guitar course. Each product served a different audience, and together they created a steady flow of income. When one slowed down, another picked up. The result? Stability, growth, and peace of mind. The portfolio approach isn't about luck, it's about balance. When you build like this, you protect yourself from downturns and set yourself up for long-term success. All right, let's make this super practical. If you've been watching so far and wondering, okay, but how do I actually start? Here's a mini playbook you can apply immediately. Step 1. Brainstorm at least 20 third-layer pain point ideas for a very specific group of people. The more focused, the better. For example, instead of fitness, think busy moms who want 15-minute home workouts. Instead of finance, think millennials drowning in student debt. The more specific, the easier it is to stand out. Step 2. Use AI to create a 30-50-page ebook outline. You don't need to spend months writing. AI can give you the structure in minutes. Step 3. Boost the value by adding extras like templates, planners, or checklists. These small add-ons make your product feel premium. Step 4. Build a simple landing page. and test your price between $9 and $19. Keep it straightforward. You don't need a fancy website. Step 5. Reach out to 20-50 micro-influencers who already have the audience you want. Offer them a revenue share or affiliate deal so they only get paid when sales come in. Finally, once you've made your first 1 to 3 sales, you've got proof of concept. That's the green light to improve your content. Turn it into a mini course, raise your price, and start scaling. Remember, you don't need perfection to begin. You just need momentum. This process is designed to get you moving quickly, with low risk and high upside. And once you've proven it works once, you can rinse and repeat. That's how small steps turn into life-changing income. So here's the truth. Building income online with AI isn't about luck or grinding yourself into the ground. It's about choosing smarter paths, lowering risk, and creating systems that keep working even when you're not. Whether you're in your 20s dreaming of freedom or in your 50s looking for stability, this is your moment. The tools are here, the opportunities are wide open, and the only real question left is, will you take the first step? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these ideas resonated with you most? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. And if this video gave you value, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me keep sharing strategies that can truly change lives, including yours.